Hello. What's going on? Oh, my thing is on. Is it better now? I had the TV was on. What do I need to do? I was intentionally trying to see if you guys could hear me with it off because I was wondering if it was picking up the actual like the camera audio. So I was trying to, I was intentionally talking with it with the mic off. How is it? Still fucked? Okay, let me turn the whole thing off. How about now? Is it still the same? I'm not seeing anything in chat now, so I don't know if people are just not talking or they can't hear me. Okay. How does it sound now? Still shitty or are we good? Still fucked. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. Sounds like mic's kind of broken. Yeah. Still fucked? Definitely a shake weight only gym, yes. It just sounded a little gravelly, but maybe less distorted. Like gravelly, like it's fucking 9 a.m. or gravelly like. Okay. Doc's like walking past and saying it's still fucked. He's fucking with settings, so I'm just here. Feel like talking to a fan? Excellent. That's the aesthetic that I was going for on this stream. Yep. I think my stream is just becoming every technical issue that you could ever encounter.
It's fixed. Can you take the...
Apparently, it's fixed. Shrouded in darkness, yes. Ducks put the lens cap on so that he could walk in and out of the stream because he didn't want to be on camera. So. All right. We good. Yeah. If you don't get to fuck with technical issues multiple times a week, are you even streaming? Oh boy. So, how's everybody's Wednesday? What's going on?
Just a thanks for allowing me to be me.
Testing. English only, please. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know. My mic just like stopped working in the middle and like it wasn't even going through the stream, but my computer was still picking it up. No fucking idea. So like, I don't know, it was working. And then my stream decided, no, it didn't want to put the mic sound through my computer or through the stream anymore, even though it was picking it up in OBS. We'll see how long we make it this time before our mic cuts out. Beth, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was ranting about how the weather here is gonna be kind of fucked up because we have a little bit of snow and ice on the ground. Not a lot, but a little bit. And it's pouring rain outside, but it's 0 degrees Celsius. So that means it's gonna be freezing and everything's gonna be, like, there's just gonna be fucking ice everywhere. The roads are gonna be really bad. So, not that I leave anyways, but it's gonna be kind of scary out there. So, no going outside for a bit. I was like, how much food do I have in my house? Because I'm not going anywhere. And I don't know how many places are gonna be like delivering and stuff today. Hi Lennon, how you doing? But I have heat? Yeah, I mean, it's only rain. The service you're now offering to just be on retainer to any streamer at any moment. Be on call constantly. I think that would make you a little bit crazy. It makes you crazy enough when I'm like, something's broken. And you're just like, oh. Pocket dock sounds great though. It's like, it does sound like you could market that, you know? Can I please flex my muscles? Sure, when I actually work out. Okay, so I talked about last week my shit got all fucked up and I ended up trying to do way too much on Friday. Actually, I was gonna just not do stuff. And it was too focused on Monday and Wednesday. So I'm trying to readjust stuff so that I do every muscle group. So on Monday I did quads, biceps, and shoulders, a little bit of abs, a little bit of lower back. So today we are doing back, glutes, chest, a little bit of abs, a little bit of lower back. Probably not too much abs and lower back because my abs are actually pretty sore. But it always wants me to do Superman holds. At some point I'm probably just going to break down and try and do good mornings or something because, yeah. My belly's like a fleshlight. Oh my god. I mean, technically, Lennon, but good luck. Hi, Titanium. How you doing? Are we following a training program? We're following an app that's supposed to kind of like guide you. Obviously, it's very flexible and you can adjust things as you want. But yes, that's what I'm using. Like, I'm not necessarily using it as gospel because it's not perfect. And a lot of times it'll suggest an exercise based on the equipment, based on your fitness goals, whatever. And sometimes it's too little weight, sometimes it's too much. Most of the time it's too little. So it learns as I go. And because I just started working out, I'm kind of trying to teach it. I'm in the teaching phase of like, this is what I'm looking for. This is the strength, like this is where my fitness level is, stuff like that. So there's a lot of kind of like toying with it, but I've used it for a long time, every time I work out, because I want to make sure I'm hitting every muscle group and I need to make sure I have a variety of exercises. So it works really well for that. And because I'm not like, going for like crazy fitness goals, it works really well. Okay, so we're gonna do straight arm pull downs. Which means I need to move the bench. Starting is the best, new gains are the most satisfying. Yeah, I mean, probably it's going from making no progress to progress, so that is nice. Oh, it wants me to do it on one That's interesting. It only wants me to use one hook. Let me see how the machine wants me to do this. Pull-ups, chin-ups, bent over rows. Yeah, it doesn't have this particular thing listed, and I'm kind of sketched out to do it with one. Yeah, but my attachments don't even only attach to one hook. Because like, so the thing that it's trying to get me to do is straight arm pull down, so you just go like straight, like literally like this with the bar, but it hooks to only like one of these, which I do not even have an attachment that would do that. So I can obviously do it with the bar, but it's a little different. That shirt needs its own channel, it gets so much love. I mean, sure. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it with the bar. How is this ASMR? Because a lot of people put me on in the background and tell me that they use me as ASMR. Because my voice is, I don't know, some people like it, I guess. If it's not ASMR to you, then that's totally fine. Hey Dave. The workout has barely begun because we had technical issues, so we're just starting. Yeah, we're gonna do 15 reps at 20 pounds. Sorry. The sports, I don't know the brand of it. It was on Amazon. So, yeah, that's gonna be too heavy for me to do this particular thing. Okay, we're gonna find something else. I think, yeah, and that's not gonna work my back anyways. Let's replace this. Even if I just set it up, but we're gonna replace it. What else did I want me to do for back? I'm gonna do reverse grip pull downs. All right, let's do that. I just moved the bench and we're gonna put it back. I am 5'6" and I don't really like working out. I mean, okay, I don't like a lot of working out. I can't stick with it, which is part of the problem. But I hate cardio, in like all forms of cardio, pretty much. And the only type of working out that I like in the slightest is weight training, in like light weight training. But no, I'm not really like generally a working out kind of person. So it wants me to reverse grip. So this way instead of this way. But otherwise, I think it's okay. Looking at too many numbers. 15 reps. I think that's gonna be, whatever, let's see. I think that it's not up to you, Desperanzo. The only thing you enjoy is doing elliptical, too lazy to lift weight. Hey, everybody has their things, right? Some people love running, some people hate running, some people love swimming, some people hate swimming. Like, doesn't fucking matter. If you find something you like or you can tolerate and you're being healthy, go for it. I mean, people like working out, it's just something you have to do. Yeah. Hi Jerry, how you doing? And no, it's not COVID best. Just had to clear my throat. Oops. I'm sorry, Desperanzo. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Just 1 second. Did you think I cared what you thought of me? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just go back to this now. Oh no, Desperanzo might not think I'm attractive. Oh no, I'm so sad. Oh. What a loss. What a loss. I don't hear feelings like that. Yeah. Did he think I was working out for him? Did he think I was working out to make him more attracted to me? Oh no. Oh no. If I get I don't know, biceps that are bigger than his, that would take a lot of working out generally, because women build up her body strength really, really slowly. But if I did, then good if that scares him away, because riddance. If somebody's like, oh, you're fit? You have biceps? Ew? Like, that just helps me. Your English is really bad, so you can't really follow? Okay, well, let me give you a summary. You just told me that you don't think I should work out the way I'm working out because you don't think you will like my body type if I keep working out, and I told you to go get fucked. Okay? Let's sum it up. Hi Jala, how you doing? Yeah, fucked is pretty universal. There's swole gym bros, you say. It's definitely. Who's getting fucked? No one, apparently. I don't know. That's probably not the best expression, because he's clearly not getting fucked. Yeah, it's expensive. It's like in the thousands, because this is like one of the more extreme cable machines you can get. No, so what you said, Desperanzo, I don't know why I have to keep telling you this. What you said is you don't think I should get muscles because you don't want me to have bigger biceps than you, which I clearly don't, unless your arms are sticks, because my biceps are non-existent. But the more important part is that I do not care what you want. I do not care if you think I'm attractive or unattractive. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for any other dude. I'm doing this for me. So, your opinion doesn't matter. It's just judgmental and gross. Should get more swollen even Benjamin. I don't bench him. He's already emasculated by women having muscles, so I don't think I need to take it any farther. Not fat from the holiday food. I feel that. I feel that. Like, what I would like for Christmas is a day where calories don't count. You want some days off work for Christmas? Yeah, that I could support that. Yeah, Automod is dumb. It thinks if you do word period word, it thinks it's a link. Okay, so this app really likes to suggest hip thrusts and step ups for glutes because there is not a lot that works glutes, and I hate hip thrusts. Hate them. I don't want to get triggered easily. And then step ups, which are like the easiest fucking thing ever. So I'm gonna replace that. Okay, mini loop bend, standing hip extensions. We'll see how easy or hard this feels. Lunges? Lunges are more for quads. My problem, or one of my problems working out my glutes, is that my glutes are stronger than every other part of my body, I guess. So it's really hard to target them. Because whenever I do anything that most people do to work out their lower body, their glutes and their quads or whatever, it's all quads. I don't even feel it on my glutes. So this is doing way more than it wanted me to do because, yeah. It's very awkward. Normally the bands that they suggest are like the longer ones, and I have these like short resistance bands, so like my range of movement's very low. I probably should just do this on the cable machine, honestly. Like press machine at home, I had a decent set of weights, insane. Yeah, I That I do miss leg press machines. This thing has like that attachment behind me, so you can do like leg lifts, but there's no leg presses. But yeah, cable machines in general don't have a lot of variety when it comes to leg stuff. It has the Smith machine built in, so you can do things like squats with weights and whatever, or like, you know, whatever you'd use a barbell for, largely. But yes, I did used to really like, I like leg press machines. Discord. Okay. Yeah, and I do not love the gym, but I also want to feel healthy, and doing weightlifting, like I was saying earlier, is about the only, light weightlifting, it's about the only version of working out that I can handle without wanting to scratch my eyeballs out. Oops, that's too high. Really should have just switched this. I'm not going to do this exercise again after I finish this. I can literally do kickbacks with the cable machine and have way more weight and way more like larger range of movement, be much more effective. But I'm already like halfway through, so. Okay. Right, Jella? I'm clearly doing it wrong. Yeah, I mean, tuning, like resistance bands only, they work really well for certain things, and they're really good for like balance training, and if you're not comfortable using heavy weights, resistance bands are really good because it's just like body weight, right? You can control how much effort you put into it, and yeah, but like every other exercise on the planet, resistance bands kind of require you have a bunch of them to do a variety of exercises. And if you, there's like those thinner, stretchier rubber ones that work better for like if you're doing lunges with resistance bands or even squats. So there's like a few different things that like I can't do because I don't have the right resistance bands. And even this is like kind of wonky. I should not have even bothered, but like it is activating my glutes. It's just in a weird way. And I feel like a doofus doing this. So when grunge in front of a mirror makes it more effective? Yep. Oh. See, maybe I need to work on my balance. Yeah. Well, I'm sweating and grunting in front of my stream, which is basically a mirror, because I have it on a TV in front of me, so. Okay. Have your old Griffin told you that you're a variety of workouts? Okay. As we were talking about on Monday, sex is not the most effective workout. It can be a lot of effort, it can be intense, but it's generally not consistent cardio through the whole process, and depending on how long you can do cardio for, maybe not the most effective. One of the most fun ways of working out, but not the most effective way of working out. All right, we're doing cable presses. I hate chest stuff. Anything that involves like chest workouts, I'm just like, fuck right off. But I don't want to entirely avoid my my chest, I guess. See, tell me your secret. It's like a 2-mile run in 30 minutes. Is it though? And also, are you running the whole 30 minutes? Because that's the actual thing to consider. Okay. Oh, in a minute 30. I see. Okay. I think the formatting kind of screwed me up. I did not read it that way. Yeah. Chest is so weak. I don't know if I'm supposed to do cross or straight out. I'm going like straight out. Guess I could bring this over here. Hi, Oki. How you doing? I wonder if I should be moving this bench forward. Because this feels like when I extend my arms, I only have like this much. Yeah. Oh. That's better. Okay. I'm just learning as I go. Gotta figure this shit out. I don't do yoga anymore. I used to. Some marketing and promotional opportunities. I remember listening to a podcast a really long time ago, and this woman was talking about how her friend was a sex toy tester, and like she literally got paid to test sex toys, and how like everybody was like, "Oh my god, what a great job! That's amazing!" And like that must be so fun. But then the woman on the podcast is like, "But think about how many products you test that are bad. Like think about all the shitty products that you'd have to test that would be like just awful." So it's like, maybe it could be fun or it could be absolutely fucking horrible. The bench is centered, the camera is just on an angle. Hey Mac, how you doing? Came from the gym, so exhausted, woke up at 4:15 this morning. Oof. That's rough. No more satisfactory. For the moment, no. So my schedule is that I stream in the mornings on Twitch and then the afternoons on Facebook. So my gaming is taking place on Facebook, playing League mostly right now. We'll see where I don't know. I haven't really had 3 hours a morning on Twitch, which isn't a lot of time to get much done in a game. So I've been doing just chatting and stuff. We'll see where that goes. I don't know if schedules are flexible, but at the moment, no, not really streaming that. So yeah. Worked in a porn store for a year or two. It was a chill job. I'm so chill. It attracts me like dusting because we had a janitor. Wait, what? If you had a janitor, why were you dusting? Like a story with an emotional roller coaster. Emotion of pain. Into hem rooms. I've never been in a sex toy shop that had a hem room. They don't do back rooms. There might be some seedier older ones that I've never gone in that do, but generally they don't because legality issues. Are they dolk? Just like your caps locks are too damn high? We all have our flaws, you know? My form is awful, FYI. Okay. I didn't ask for your opinion, FYI. A place had and has rooms, and yeah, it was gross and grosser than you're imagining. If not grosser than I'm imagining. Yeah, well. I'm imagining all sorts of badness. Well, not badness, but shenanigans. Some of which would be good and some of which would be not good. I'm not offended. I'm just not interested. It's very, very different. I'm also not at any... There's no way I'm hurting myself doing this. So, good luck on someone else's channel. Can't fucking read that blue on the text. Hey, Solid. How you doing? Get a good thumb workout in? I am, yeah, trying to figure out what exercise I want to do next. Mm. Yep, Void is absolutely right. They're also not high. And somebody like literally 5 minutes ago was like, center your bench. The bench is centered. There's a camera angle thing. So your cables are too damn high. LMAO. Like, you're wrong, first of all. And that's not how you try and offer advice. Second. Dipping is great for your shoulders. There are many things that are good for shoulders, yes. Could advise discreetly, or not at all. The other fun part about being a streamer is that people try and give you advice like nonstop every day, all day. So if people ask for advice, that's one thing. Randomly volunteering advice to somebody, regardless of what they're doing, whether it's working out or gaming or whatever, they didn't ask, they don't want your opinion, just let them do their thing. It's just annoying. Unsolicited advice is annoying, regardless of the medium. It just happens a lot as a streamer because people come in, say their thing, don't realize that 500 people earlier that day have also said their opinion about whatever you're doing and you should be doing. So, yeah, no. Okay. I don't know. I need to find something for glutes that is not a hip thrust. Hip thrust, bridge, single leg hip thrust. Like, it's all the fucking same. Step ups. Squats do not work my glutes because my fucking glutes are too strong. So, where is my... Like, whenever I do squats, lunges, anything like that, that some people find work their glutes, to me, they work my quads. I barely feel them in my glutes. Probably the same as the coincidence. No, with this bra, I really liked it and it's super supportive, so I bought 3 of them, all 3 colors they had, because when you find a bra that works, you just use that. Kegels are for a different part of your body. You know that feels just... Yeah. Okay. Actually, Zoe. Mini loop fire hydrants are like the weirdest fucking exercise, but I swear there's like, you didn't actually think about it. If you, yeah, they look fucking ridiculous, but if you do want a really good burn in your glutes, they're like the one thing that I found that seemed to like isolate my glutes. Fire hydrant's like the stretch. I mean, it's literally what I'm doing right now. I don't know what the stretch is, but you do all fours and then you lift a leg out to the side like dog on a fire hydrant. But you do that over and over, and with the resistance band, I'm sure you could do like ankle weights or something also. Yeah. So remember when you do standing or walking to stretch, same but different type. Yeah, I've never heard of the stretch version. The little bed-like things. Are you talking about leg lifts? Like when you lie on your, if you lie on your stomach and then you end up bending at the knee, and you put the weights are behind your calves. I'm trying to think what else. Getting tired just watching. Because then there's like leg presses, but that's mostly leg muscles. Probably uses glutes. It's been a while since I've used one of those. Someone just delete his comment? What? Why did you ban him? Why did you ban him? Oh. Sorry, I was trying to see chat. He was not being mean, though. He was making a joke about how I was working out, so he was sympathetically getting tired. He wasn't criticizing or anything. I can't do it right now because I can't see chat, so can you please unban him or untime him out or whatever it is? Thank you. More coffee for Joe. Right, wine. He's free. Wait, 3 more sets of this. These feet's here. Oh my fucking god, I need sleep in OMG, what the fuck barbecue. And if we're being honest, 99% of the time it's, oh my god, I need sleep. It's, oh my god, I need sleep today. Work 5 on a good day. Oh. Well, I wanted to feel it in my glutes. It's working. One more set. Did an extra one. I think I'll survive. Whew. Even your glutes are feeling it now. Yeah, they're very peculiar looking, and once you get past that, they're like one of, I don't know, I like when I can find something that actually targets my glutes. It's hard because it's hard. It's like a satisfying workout. And because of the resistance band and because you're moving, your weight's like shifting around. So when you lift, like you lift your right leg out, it's not just this glute that's like being used. You're actually, your left leg is stabilizing. So it works both glutes in different ways every time when you switch sides and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, fucking weird exercise, and I get it if people are like, I'm never gonna do that, but stabilizing glute action, yeah, I mean, similar to like what your obliques do and stuff, I guess. I don't know, so it wants me to do a single like Romanian deadlift, but it wants me to do it with a band, and I'm trying to replace it to do it with a barb or with a dumbbell. And for some reason it doesn't want me to do that. I guess I could just add, because it's trying to add a yeah, I could do dumbbell Romanian deadlift, which is what I'm looking for. That's 2. No, I want the single leg ones. That's like hamstrings and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it's hamstrings, glute, lower back, which I was gonna do hamstrings on Friday, so maybe I'll leave that. I just don't like the, I need something different for my back. Maybe I'll just do like a row. Okay, let's try this. Take this off. Be careful with these things because I kept dropping them. So I'm going, I'm like really tediously slow getting these ends off. Okay. 20 reps, 5 per. I think this might be a little too light, but we will see. My muscles are like shaking or like clicking as I'm going down. That's so weird. Every time I lower it, my muscles are like click, 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 click. Like it's like my shoulders or something. It's really like tense. Okay. 1 set. So I'm gonna do 4 sets at 5. Tear those muscle fibers. It's like, I think it's just my shoulders are really tense. So doing this particular thing is like, you know, if you have like knots in your muscles or whatever and you move somewhere and it's like kind of chunky. I think that's all it is. Okay. Oof. That sucks, Leafy. I need to really work on my like just stretch, honestly. Like not my flexibility would increasing my flexibility would be nice, but I just need to get in the fucking habit of stretching because I do not spend enough time doing it. And by enough time I mean like any. Do one more set. I don't know if I'm feeling it in my shoulders because my shoulders are all tense, or I'm feeling it because it's actually working my shoulders. Like not my shoulders, but like whatever the fuck. By your shoulder blades, whatever muscle that is. Or muscles. Probably the most important, yeah. Yep. I always tell myself, like, okay, I'm gonna get out of bed and stretch, and first thing in the morning, just get out of bed and stretch for 5 minutes. Does it happen? No. And then I start working out, I'm like, I really should have stretched. Okay. Be good. Must be another back thing. Damn it keeps recommending that I do decline reverse crunches, which I cannot do. But it really wants me to do it. Let's do... I'm gonna hate myself, but we're gonna do planks. It wants me to do 5 sets at 30 seconds. I don't know. We'll find out if I have that strength. Oops. Wicked. Planks are like awful and yet good because they do so much, right? Like it's back, it's core. If you're weak like me, it's a bit of arms, bit of legs. I was watching somebody do like a Instagram live thing and he just planked for the entirety of it. And he was doing them like pretty regularly. 8+ minute planks. I think the last one I saw, like I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw the video was like over 9 minutes. And it's just like, I'm like over here trying to do 30-second reps of planks and he's just there chilling with like 1 8-minute plank. Like, holy fuck. We're talking about like the world record for planks though a while back. And it's like ridiculously long. It's like, I have to Google it again because I don't want to be misremembering the... And 9 hours, 30 minutes, and 1 second. Is the longest time in an abdominal plank position, male, is the official thing. The previous record had been 8 hours, 15 minutes, and 15 seconds. So 9.5 hours in a plank. Like, yeah, that's too long. Have I tried, I haven't gone for like endurance planks at this point because I know that it won't be very long. And my peak fitness level, planks were probably never going to be my, like, it was never going to be anything impressive, maybe like 2 minutes. If that, like, honestly, it was never my, like, I never trained for that. My peak fitness was when I played soccer, and so I could run for like a long time or do like jog, sprint, pretty much straight for like, an hour and a half. And like I had a lot of strength in my legs, but yeah, cardio in general is hard. It's like, it's weird because I had pretty decent cardio at the time. But even then, if you told me to go run 2 laps to warm up, I would like be dying after a lap. But I would return around and run for the entirety of the soccer game and be fine. It's just like I get in my own head with shit. So things that are like, okay, just do this thing, just run, or just do a really long plank. It's mentally becomes more challenging, even if my body can handle it. You want to know how tall that person was? I don't know how much. Like, I guess if he's taller, then it would be harder, but I would be curious how much harder. Oh, I can't see droplet claims. So, yeah, I can't go get a doggo right now. What the fuck? Why is it not doing this? It was like doing it for 0 seconds. My timer. It's your hand-eye coordination, what tires you out doing it. I see. Predict how long to do the exercise? No, I mean, I'm doing it intentionally in 30-second intervals, so I'm not pushing myself to just do the max. Eternity. Yeah, definitely that. Honestly, with planks, it ends up being like, yes, it's core. It definitely works out my core. But I also end up feeling it in my upper body because you're supposed to kind of just lock your muscles and rely on your bones instead of like holding yourself, because it's just like, okay, your arm shouldn't be doing too much because you're just elbow to shoulder locked, rigid. But I end up feeling it there anyways a little bit, and in my shoulders a bit. So like my whole body just kind of gives out. Lat and shoulder for sure, yeah. I do not speak Spanish. They're just regular socks, Hulu. Hi, Brandon. How you doing? Do 2 more sets. 2 more 30-second intervals. The last one was getting very hard. He's sleepy. Okay, Vanguard, hopefully they're not awful. We'll never know. It's a mystery for all time. Hulu, being into feet and socks and whatever, absolutely nothing wrong with it, but you need to chill the fuck out. There's platforms where you can go and, do your things, but this is not, it's not appropriate for here. It's kind of making everybody uncomfortable, so. You won't ask again for a third time? Okay. I wasn't sure I was going to get through that, so I'm kind of happy I did, and I wasn't actually like a complete mess. Little impressed with my strength there. I know it's nothing like immensely impressive, but I didn't think I would be able to do it, so. It's Christmas time, there's stockings. Stockings, the difference between stockings and socks are largely it's the material and also the fit. So, stockings are closer in feel to like nylons or pantyhose or knee-high stay-ups, whatever version you want to call it, but like they're thinner and generally like silkier. Not necessarily like super thin or sheer, they can be thicker, but they're not like cotton or wool or whatever. They're more along the lines of like a nylon or silk or something like that. They also tend to be higher. So socks are, right, like ankle, maybe a little higher than ankle, I guess you could do like get tube socks or something, but stockings in my experience are like at the very least come up to here, maybe higher depending. Granted, you can get like, what was I gonna say? You can get like knee-high socks, obviously, but yeah, just a different material. Hi Leon, how you doing? You're about to say wrong camera angle, but never mind. Why? Because I was on the ground. Camera has to be where it is or I don't get the whole workout room in. So if I do stuff on the weight, like the resistance machine, and the cable machine, then I can't be in frame. So not everything can be perfectly framed all the time, unfortunately. Thank you, Leafy. It's very functional for me. Like the actual gym setup is quite functional considering the space we have. It works really well. And then I'm gonna post a reel at some point of how I have the workouts, like the streaming equipment with like the TV and the camera and whatever that I use, because it's fucking hilarious. It's like the best thing I've ever done set up for a stream. Okay, I need to do lat pull downs. So I need to turn the bench around. I guess I don't need to turn the bench around. I can just put it down. Oh, so no, I unclipped the bar because I wasn't really thinking about stuff, but could have left the bar up there. Wasn't thinking ahead. It's up there, right? Or is it on the sides? I think it's on the sides. Are you talking about these? Yeah, like, so this is 1.5 pounds. Yeah, so all of them, these are adjustable dumbbells, and then all of them just like screw on, basically. Breakfast pizza. First time having sausage gravy pizza since you... Wait, sausage and gravy pizza? Is this a thing? I've never heard of this. Back too far. Okay, I think I ended up doing 40 pounds when I did this with the reverse grip. How'd the Facebook stream go yesterday? It was good. It was good. Gravy sauce and tomato sauce? Yeah, I don't know. It's called a breakfast pizza, pizza crust, country gravy, sausage crumbles, and egg bits with mozzarella cheese. Huh. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm like the one person on the planet that does not like gravy, so It's yeah, not my thing. But how low do I want to do this? He comes just down to his neck. Okay. Okay. I'm making you look bad. I'm doing it entirely to make you look bad, Edge. It's all because of you. Okay, best. You'll do white gravy but not with biscuits and gravy but not brown gravy. I mean, isn't it basically the same difference, just different type of fat? Like, isn't white gravy like chicken fat or something? I don't fucking know. It's like, isn't it? I thought it was like cream and flour in like fat versus cornstarch and maybe flour in like other types of fat. I don't fucking know. Could be very wrong. I think we've had this conversation before, but white gravy is not a thing in Western Canada. So, I don't know. If you get gravy, it's not like when you go to a restaurant and they're like, do you want gravy with your fries or something? Which I guess is also a pretty rare thing, but whatever. If you go to like a restaurant and they have gravy. It's just gravy. There's no differentiating between white gravy and brown gravy or anything. It's just gravy. Oh yeah, that can get very confusing, demonic. How like biscuits and crisps. Like fries are crisps in the like, so our fries are UK crisps and then their biscuits are cookies. But we have biscuits also. Yeah, pretty much agree. Like, hey, remember how you try to be healthy? Let's talk about food. Oh, that's good. I'm not, yeah, I'm not hungry yet, so it's okay. In a couple more hours, it would be more torturous. Yeah, both of those things are also here, Bess. Like, if someone was to say, like, go get the rubbish, or this is rubbish, it's not like the common phrase. Like, garbage would be the more common phrase, but people are going to know what you mean. There's no confusion. That is an alternative word for garbage here. Restroom, washroom. So, okay, a toilet, you don't go to the toilet. You go to the bathroom or the washroom, or the restroom. All of those words basically mean the same thing. Like, colloquially? No, I can't talk anymore. Colloquially? That's not right either. You know when you start thinking about a word too much and you just can't fucking say the word anymore? Water closet. Yeah, but you don't go to a water closet. You're not like, I'm going to go to the water closet. You could have a water closet, but you wouldn't say, I'm going to go to the water closet. You're going to say, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go to the washroom, whatever. Americans bathe in the toilet. Oh man, Levy. Okay. Restroom is standard here. Everything in America, people look at you funny if you said the rubbish bin. Yeah, I mean, it would, like in Western Canada, it would be, you don't hear people say the rubbish bin very often. And if you do, you're like, oh, you're British or something like, but you would know what they meant. Whereas if somebody was like, oh, can I have some crisps? Or, no, sorry, I got that mixed up. It's chips. Chips are the, yeah, if someone here ordered chips, they would get like a bag of potato chips, right? Whereas like you ask for some chips in the State, you're going to get some fries. So it's like things like that are we have those words, but they have different meanings. Whereas like there's the rubbish garbage thing interchangeable, although one is used and one isn't. Kind of. Or the toilet is a loo, maybe. The loo. No, people don't like. Maybe like grandparents' age might call it the loo. Like I'm gonna go to the loo, but that's like really, really rare. Oh, okay. I had it all sorts of mixed up. But yeah, even so, all I'm saying is that like we have the same words, they just have different meanings. Those are the ones that get confusing. When you're like, here's multiple words for the same thing, one gets commonly used, and here's these alternatives that we don't use. At least you know what they mean. At least you're like, yeah, okay, I follow. But yeah, here most of the time people are like, I'm trying to think because like I'll be like, if I'm out with somebody, like let's say I'm at a restaurant or whatever, and I'll be like, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll probably say I'm gonna go to the washroom. Normally, like signs will say things like restroom or washroom, one of those, but like often restroom. But I will say washroom. If I'm in like less polite company or if I'm just like not worried about it, casually I'll probably say like I'm gonna go to the bathroom. But for some reason, saying like washroom is more more polite in my brain. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from because it's stupid. In Hawaii, they call it rubbish instead of trash too. Interesting. Hey, docs, I do. I do, in fact, have OnlyFans. You say bathroom in your parents' and family, restroom on guests and stuff. Yeah, and I don't know why we do that. Like it doesn't matter. They're not going to get offended by the use of the word. Like, oh, you said bath instead of wash. I'm offended. You're dirty. What a coincidence. Yeah, I definitely didn't plan that out at all. In your country, depending on the region, you have two ways of saying, like, WC is in water closet. There's just that weird on words. Like, look, there is words that, like, okay, if you're going to there's a very big difference between saying, like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, I'm going to go to the washroom, versus, yeah, I'm going to go take a piss. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear you say that. So if someone was like, if I was like out for dinner with somebody and they're like, yeah, I'm going to go take a piss. And I'd be like, okay. Like I didn't need details. Like, I don't know. That would be rude to me. Like not majorly offensive rude, just like impolite. But if they're saying like, if they say bathroom versus washroom, I do not care. You know? Oh yeah, digestives are a brand. They're like, you can get them here too. So it's probably where that comes from. But yeah, there's like a type of cookie called digestives. Because I don't think because it's like, not all cookies in the UK are digestives, right? Bathroom or bathhouse if you were to translate it to the letter. So similar to us then. All right, I have one more. I need to do Superman holds, which I'm pretty sure are just a waste of time at this point, but I'm doing them anyways. So when I think about bathhouses, I think about like old school bathhouses, you know, not like where you'd go to the bathroom, but like where you'd go for like a public bathhouse, like a, you know, back in the day when people would go and bathe in like a pool, basically. It was like a public bathhouse. That's what I think about when I think of bathhouses, but that's probably like a translation thing and like a, yeah. Yep, restroom, the other one. I'm just gonna take a nap instead of doing Supermans, okay? Yeah, no, 100% neurotic. Most of those are just like slang though, and they're not polite, and you probably don't, most people don't use a lot of those, right? Like they're very situational. So like the latrine sort of situation might be because you're in the army. I've never heard bogger. That's new. The John and Lou, for me, was something like my grandparents said. I don't hear people say that much anymore. So I think that's like an age thing almost. Bogger's Australian. Yeah, people, you could say something like, I'm gonna like have a cup of joe for a cup of coffee, but also very slang and not common. It's just like one of those like almost as joke expressions. I mean, it's not a joke. It's just like, it's kind of like what Neurotic is saying about all the words for bathroom. Like there's different words for the same thing. It doesn't mean like people are gonna know what they are. Might not get used very often, but they're there. Yeah, there's a lot of like coffee places that are like made with puns on the whole cup of joe thing, or I don't know. Like it is out there, it exists. It's just you don't hear it super commonly. I don't feel like Superman's stress my back, they just make my back tense, like my lower back. Like they're supposed to help you build up muscles in your lower back and all, like it's not hard. I'm just like, okay, now my lower back is really tense. Hi Red Hood, how you doing? Gotta have my hopes in the kitchen. Been saying that all morning. Oh man, I forgot about that. And like immediately I heard it in his voice. That's funny. What was the other one that we were mishearing with the Shawn Mendes song? Fuck. What was that? That's gonna bug me. I think it was a song about like how like the I Can Love You Better or something. I think it was that song and we were mishearing some weird line. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to the song, but I'm pretty over that song at this point. Oh. Superman. Okay, well that's it. How long have I been working out? An hour and a half. I did it. I still took my sweet ass time, but considering it's supposed to be an hour long workout and that took me an hour and a half, we're doing better than like Monday. I think I took like over 2 hours because I was talking too much. Yeah, I took an hour and 23 minutes on Monday, 88 minutes today. Oh, excuse me, I am really fucking tired. Going to bed way too late. I think I ended up in bed at 2 a.m. last night. And accidentally. Hold on, I'm gonna switch rooms and then we can talk about this. Be right back. I just need to go turn everything off. 1 second. Okay. Seamless. Yeah, I was gonna say my sleep thing. I don't know. I can't remember what happened on Monday night that I ended up staying up too late. But then and that was all me. I stayed up till like 1. I fucked up. Hold on, my door's open still. Docs would be hearing me twice, so to fix that. And then last night, Docs was playing Final Fantasy, and then he realized that his reservoir in his PC and his water cooling was leaking a little bit, like just a tiny little bit, but it was dripping onto a fan, and then the fan was like scattering the water droplets all over the inside of his computer, which is like, it was a very small amount of water, so it wasn't like he was frying his computer, but it was enough that we're like, okay. So he took it down and he drained his loop, and then he was working on that, and then switched stuff, found a leak, and then had to like drain it, test it, put it all back together, whatever. And so by the time that he was actually in bed, it was 2, and I was helping him a bit, mostly just there to like hold stuff to help drain the loop. But like, yeah, so then we were asleep by like 2:30, or I was anyways. And I got up at 8. So I really need to go to bed at a decent hour. Because, yeah, last night, or so the night before, I got like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, and last night I got like 5.5 hours of sleep, so I could really use like a good night's sleep, you know? Hey Koda, how you doing? Have some with moral support. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just awkward. He has like hard lines, his water cooling is hard lined, it's not like the soft tubes, so it's really annoying to drain if you only have one set of hands. Unless you want just water everywhere. So, yeah. So I was like helping him hold, I had the bucket and the fucking, like the chute for the water to, when it pours out of the hard lines and runs down the chute into the bucket so it doesn't just pour out all over the PC, you know? Hard lines are tricky, yeah. Yeah, he did cut them all himself. It's his, 3rd time water cool. So he did hardlining a while back, several years ago, and then was having some issues with his water cooling. I think it was the pump, actually, if I remember correctly. But yeah, also like all sorts of pump issues. So we had to keep like draining it, reassembling it, you know, whatever, and it was just super annoying. So he went to soft lining. Of course, didn't have like a single issue when the soft tubes were there. So he's like, eventually he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and hard line it again, and he did, and it's been fine for like 5 months, and then all of a sudden it was just like little tiny leak. But seems okay today. So, and all he did was like kind of disassemble and reassemble it. And our theory is like maybe the O-ring was like a little just wonky, because sometimes they can get like cracks or overly compressed or whatever, but doesn't really make any sense. So we'll see. Dirty O-ring, okay. Being sexy with water cooling, yeah. That's pretty good, Jella. So Canada, this is so unrelated to anything. Canada announced they're not sending any diplomats to the Winter Olympics in China. America, like the States said something similar Monday. So they're still sending athletes, they're just not sending any like officials. Which is, I don't know. It's kind of like, hey, we're boycotting, but not really. Okay. So more than 24 hours later, work servers finally come back up. Well, I guess at least they're up, right? Hi, Wes. Thank you. Same color pieces, but it's one top. Yeah, it's a bra. It's just the bra and the straps. Yeah. It is a good PC. Honestly, who cares? No diplomats, politicians would be there. Sounds like an improvement to me. I mean, I guess it's good that they're doing something. It just feels like they're not really fully committing to the boycott, you know? But I also understand that these, like the athletes that are going to the Olympics, they train their entire lives to be able to go to the Olympics. So for some of them, maybe only once, right? Like some sports, they have such a narrow window where they'd be able to go once, maybe twice. And so if, you know, it gets boycotted, then, you know, that's a big fucking deal, right? So I like sympathize with that. But it's also hard. Like, I just feel like at this point they should have just been like, fuck it, we're not doing the Olympics in China, we're moving them. Somebody else is hosting. You know, like instead of trying to boycott it, they should have just fucking moved the Olympics to a different location. Hey, y'all, look away. You're also an Olympics grump though. I enjoy the Olympics from the like competition and seeing the athletes do it, and it's always like I cry at like a fucking commercial. Like anything will make me cry. But watching the Olympics, I can only watch so much because I end up just like bawling. Because I'm like, all these people that have worked so hard to like achieve their dreams and then they win their medals, and it's just like, I don't know. I just end up like just crying and crying. All this political posturing with China's kind of just leader. Yeah, exactly. Like they're not actually taking action. It's just like, oh yeah, no, we disapprove, but not actually doing anything about it. So yes, I would rather they publicly disapprove than say nothing at all, but there's a lot more they can do. Obviously, it's not that simple because if they, you know, if not every country's on board, that could cause a bunch of issues. China obviously has a lot more political power than many countries want to admit. They control so much of the marketing or the manufacturing sector industry. We saw what happened when their factory shut down with COVID. We're still not receiving, you know, we're still behind on receiving all sorts of things. So, you know, we don't, like, people don't really want to piss China off, but they also want to be like, hey, you suck. So it's like, or I should say, they think that they don't want to piss the Chinese government off. I just would like to be very clear that it's a difference between the people that are living in China and the people that are running China. It's just like, they don't want to start like a trade war, right? Or cause all these ripple effects of things that could potentially happen and affect everybody else, like their own country's economies. So they're just doing this thing that is sort of like trying to make themselves look good, but doesn't actually have any impact. They say money talks, yeah. An athlete to drag your slipper, the champion. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously, it's obviously hard, right? Like, it's not as simple. No political anything is a simple solution, right? It's so many moving parts and complications and potential repercussions and whatever. So I don't want to say that it's just as simple as like, hey, let's move the Olympics, but it also kind of feels like they could be doing something else. So whatever is what it is. I will let the people that I don't know, live and breathe politics to figure that one out. I'm just gonna sit over here and stick my head back in the sand. So what's everybody doing with your Wednesday? Working, chilling, gaming? Mainly working, sleeping, little gaming too. Yeah. I relate to the Z's part of that very strongly right now. What about squats? You're doing squats? Is that your answer? Your answer to the question is squats? I mean, I don't know that I want to get fully into the conspiracy theory shit, Coda, but in theory, the Olympics were a good way to do diplomacy and probably were at one point in time. These days, it's there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of, you know, the benefit is generally surface level, I think. And there is often lots of downsides for the places that are hosting the Olympics, especially from like a financial perspective and it's a chance. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, what the fuck is going on with Ubisoft's NFT thing? There's like a headline here. It says, is that how you say it? Ubisoft? I don't know. Ubisoft. I don't think I've ever said it out loud before. Ubisoft's NFT announcement gets more than 95% dislikes on YouTube. They plan to add non-fungible tokens, NFT, to its games that have met with overwhelming backlash. I don't know how they're seeing the dislikes, because dislikes are hidden now, but yeah, they're like launching this week in beta the PC version of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. It will enable players to acquire digits, which are collectible in-game vehicles, weapons, and pieces of equipment. Digits will be released as part of limited editions, each made up a fixed number of cosmetic items. Digits are a new way to experience cosmetic items, combine the fun of playing AAA quality assets, the thrill of owning NFTs that represents unique collectible pieces of the game world. So basically they're buying skins, limited edition skins, but they're calling them NFT. And everybody's like, get fucked. The last company was not one selling NFTs. People are saying they can't find the video anymore. I don't know if they took it down. I do not. I honestly don't even understand. I don't even understand why people buy NFTs, to be honest. I don't get it. because it's like a digital thing that you like you have like no guarantee that you're actually like, I don't know. So my understanding of NFTs was like it started as like an image or a clip or whatever. So like I could take a clip of my stream and sell it as an NFT in theory. And then that person that buys it owns that clip. But because there's still obviously source code and or like, you know, the source video, or I could sell them a digital image and be like, you own this image now. And it's an NFT. But like, technically I still have the image, and what's to stop me from using it in the future? Like, technically. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure that they could probably try and sue or something, but it's just like, what if you quietly sold it to someone else as an NFT? And like, the two people will never know. So like, it's confusing to me because I don't understand the appeal. If you were to buy an original painting, okay, fine. That's not at this, like, it's not replicated or whatever, it's not a print, fine. Someone would have to literally make another one if they were going to sell it, and it wouldn't be exactly that one. If you're selling a digital image, I have like so many, me sending a digital image to somebody doesn't delete that image for me, right? Another way to scam people with hype cryptos is for as well. Create a crypto, hype it up, sell it, and people get left with nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and this person hit the nail on the head, this Reddit comment. They're like, regardless of whether or not NFTs have actual merit, seeing gaming go even deeper down the cosmetic microtransaction CSGO trading rabbit hole just makes me let out an audible groan. And honestly, it's just they're doubling down on the microtransaction vanity shit, right? Which, like, they're just, I think it's like they're marketing it, as instead of being like, hey, limited edition skins, or like, hey, get this paint color for your gun for the next week. Instead, it's like, oh, it's an NFT. Get your NFT paint color. You know? I don't understand. Maybe I'm just a boomer, but I don't get the appeal. As long as I'm not the only one. It's like hard to guess, except there's technically an infinite supply, which means infinite profit opportunity for the seller. Yeah, true. It's just normally the seller. Yeah, it's a physical thing though, at least, right? Instead of there's value to the physical thing you hold when they stop producing it. In theory, they're only manufacturing 20,000 of something, right? So you have one of 20,000 versus a digital image. There's no limit on that, right? Technically, you're right. There's no limit on manufacturing a hockey card or printing a hockey card or whatever. But because that industry's already kind of established, they would really fuck themselves over if they started just like re-releasing. Like they would devalue the hockey cards that are already on the market if they just started mass printing more of them, right? So I understand what you're saying. I think that it's just a little different because the NFT shit is, it's almost like, I don't want to, hockey cards and things like that are not regulated, but because it's generally a company or two or whatever that are doing it, and that's their business model is assigning value to these things, they're not going to backtrack on that because then everything else will potentially just completely lose value, right? Like no one will buy new stuff because they're like, well, what's the point? Because in 10 years, you're just going to re-release these and it's not going to be worth anything. So they have to have some amount of like guarantee as a company that they're not going to backtrack on that. And if they did backtrack on it, it would be public knowledge, be very obvious they did it. There is nothing to stop me from saying, okay, I'm going to, or like me or any individual selling NFTs, to be like, I'm going to sell you an NFT privately for $1,000. Here you go, here's a selfie. You now own this selfie. And then going over to the next person privately and being like, hey, you want to buy an NFT? I will sell you this. And selling them the same image. And no one would know, right? Buying a star in the sky or a crater in the moon, it's not something you can actually own. Yeah. You still remember totally was ranting about that thing like a digital item was sold out? I don't know what you're referencing, sorry. I think anyways, all I'm getting at is I think my concern with the NFTs is, yeah, you own a file, I guess, as opposed to like a physical thing in your hand. But because you would never know if more got produced. With hockey cards, if you paid attention, you would know when they're producing what. And generally they do runs where they're like, here, we're doing hockey cards for all the players this year. And then next year people are switching teams. They have different stats. So we're, whatever. And they do runs every year or whatever. It's all very public, right? They're not privately producing, an extra 1,000 or something and then selling it on the hockey card black market. Right? Bye, Coda. Have a good one. Auction off a slice of tomato sauce based on fruit salad. Okay. Joke's not getting old at all, Jala. Hey, Scotty. Just chilling. What's going on with you? No, he jokes that because I put pineapple on pizza, that it makes it a fruit salad, which is obviously not the case because fruit salad doesn't have bread or sauce or meat. But yeah, and also tomato is technically a fruit, but no, this is just his thing. Oh well. Okay, well, I guess I might as well switch over now instead of waiting like another 5 minutes. Considering was like a good moment to stop before I got like caught up ranting about something else, I suppose. So if you haven't heard me spiel about it, I am streaming on both Twitch and Facebook. So Twitch in the mornings and Facebook in the afternoons. So I did my Twitch portion. It's like half an hour shorter than I meant to, but that's life, I guess. And I'll be going over to Facebook to game for the rest of the afternoon. So if you want to hang out with me there, that's the link. Or I'll be posting the actual direct video link in Discord in a few moments. Just choose a pineapple doesn't go with any of the main ingredients of pizza. I can still eat it and enjoy it. That's the reason why it's considered a culinary skin. Have you ever had ham and pineapple before though? Like literally a baked ham with pineapple? Cause I have. And that's not a sin, it's fucking delicious. So that's all, you're taking something like a sweet, salty meat and putting with like a tart, sweet fruit. It pairs very well. So, yep. My thermostats, I don't know, like 21 Celsius-ish. But never with tomato sauce, oregano, and cheese. Yeah, but it goes, so it is. It, obviously, like, half of Canada enjoys it, so it clearly is good. Have you ever had it? Hawaiian pizza is delicious, yeah. Take ham and a watermelon. Yeah, I mean, so spices can go in fucking anything. So oregano can go in anything. Tomato sauce, depending on the spices you put in it, can go with pretty much anything. Bread goes with literally everything. Cheese is delicious on pretty much everything. Yeah, the mic's really good. It's definitely, it's pricey. The whole setup, my mic setup's about $1,000 because I have the Shure SM7B, the Scarlett interface, and the Cloud Lifter. Canadians are known for culinary feats or the sentence we should eat Canadian food today. So everything that Canadians eat is garbage? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's a culinary sin, buddy. Hate to break it to you. Yeah, and poutine. Yep. Back bacon, which a lot of Americans will call Canadian bacon, but just back bacon. Montreal style bagels, also pretty phenomenal. There's lots of things. We have our own version of donair, but yeah, just because you don't like a food doesn't mean that it's gross or doesn't go. That's... Hey bro, doing good, how about you? Okay, I am gonna switch over now. Before I said I'm like, oh, I'm not in the middle of something, and then, yeah. Anyways, gonna go. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. If you come and hang out on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's cool. I'll be back here tomorrow morning around 8 PST. Bye, guys.